Hi, I'm Ian Rignon, an independent alternative media practitioner, among other things, including being one third of the Paper Straw podcast. Oh, yeah. If you haven't watched my Biglang live about what happened, uh, and what happened since my previous recorded video, you can check it out in the description below, or maybe at the end of this video. I'll provide it in the cards. Either way, we're back. It's another Brood Banter. Tara, kape tayo. Okay, we have to talk about Luce because the past few days it's been very how do I say this? It's been very intense, for the lack of a better term. The conversation about Luce is very intense that I have to. I'm not saying that I have to intervene, but I have to, speak my mind out regarding this. Okay, so for some context, I am more of a traditional leaning Catholic. Sense of the sacred and all those uh, holy stuff, incense vestments and all that. The whole thing, the whole shebang. I'm I'm definitely into that, and I go to mass on Sundays and holy days of obligation. I am recording this on All Saints Day 2024. That's November 1. I just got home from mass, so that's the context. Now, technically speaking, do I like Luce? I don't really mind. I mean, it's not my cup of coffee, but if it works, it works. If it, you know, uh, if uh, I don't know how to say here. Uh, if if it works, it's not stupid. Okay, that's how I see it. Now, the thing is, some Catholics like her and some don't. And it's not just in the context of the Catholic Church. A lot of people who are into anime and against anime are reacting and responding to this announcement by the Vatican to have this mascot, uh, and they say that they either like her, she's an animated girl after all, or they don't like her because it's not how the church works. So that's that. Anyway, uh, it's a good thing that within this noise of people who doesn't like this just because it's too childish and all that shit, and those who are into it, but some of it transition into Rule 34, which is an absolutely messy can of worms in itself. Within that noise, or beyond that noise, there are very sane comments that I definitely am associating myself with. First of which is Matt from the YouTube channel Catholic on the Spectrum. Uh, as the name of his channel implies, he's autistic and a Catholic. So basically, he's the second autistic Catholic personality that I have encountered since Father Matthew Schneider, LC. So, big shout out to you, and thank you for the correspondence on social media. So, that's um, that's that's nice. Now, I have actually watched his video. I'll link it in the description below. I might provide it at the end of this video. Uh, and he actually reacts or responds to two earlier videos regarding Luce. One from Michael Lofton of Reason and Theology, and the other one is from Dr. Taylor Marshall. Now, uh, it's very sane. The commentary that this guy made regarding Lofton's and Dr. Marshall's take is very sane. I mean, not everyone. I mean, uh, uh, you know, I'm not sure if he's particularly fan or fascinated with Luce, but uh, the bottom line is um, he welcomes it as a good way to attract younger people to the church. So that's a good thing to consider. Secondly, uh, there's this phrase that he mentioned in his video, and it's called the hermeneutic of suspicion. So there's the hermeneutic of continuity, the hermeneutic of this of discord, and now we have the hermeneutic of suspicion. Now, because of what happened in the pontificate of Pope Francis for over a decade now, a lot of Catholics, especially traditional minded Catholics, have been having this um, survival instinct that, oh shit, here they go again, the Vatican here goes the Vatican again. I mean, uh, I definitely understand where these guys are coming from, but sometimes you know, it's a bit, uh, uncalled for, and these are one of the times that the criticism against Luce is somehow uncalled for. And while I'm discerning whether I'll record this video or not, I have written my own piece on Substack. Yes, I have a Substack. That's intrepidianrignon.substack.com without the Enya on my last name. And the title of that article on the Intrepid files is Luce and the Black Hole of Cynicism. So for some reason I'm having this series, or I'm having this recurring theme about cynicism, and quite honestly, I am a recovering cynic. I definitely have been somehow problematic when it comes to the uh, you know uh, being cynical and all that shit. But that's a topic for another day. I might have to discuss it uh, as a deep dive somewhere in the future. I'm not sure how, but we'll cross the bridge when we get there. So the TLDR for this is that my good friend and contact Carlos Antonio Palad, aka Kaloy Palad, helped me with writing the article because originally I really don't want to talk about this, but then again it just blew up exponentially. The the discussion about Luce blew up exponentially, so I have to make some kind of an official statement. I'm not not sure if it's an official statement, but it's my perspective nonetheless. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a podcast episode for the Intrepid podcast, but I'll definitely pitch this in for the Paper Straw podcast later today at 4 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, 8 a.m. UTC, because I'm recording, and because All Saints Day, or November 1, 2024 is a Friday, and we always go live on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So that's that. Wow. I killed I killed two birds with one stone. I also promoted the Paper Straw podcast. All right, that's a good thing to transition in. But anyway, so if you want to know my perspective regarding the Luce thing, do check out my Substack article. The link is in the description below. And just before I'll deal with that later. So because of Pope Francis, as I said, he has been reigning over the Catholic Church, or has been leading the Catholic Church for over a decade now, and let's face it, there have been a lot of uh, a lot of shitty stuff that happened during his pontificate. Uh, and because of him, many Catholics developed this pseudo puritanical approach on anything outside the faith. And you know what? It's actually dangerous because it it seems that these kind of Catholics wanted to kill fun because it's not it's not faith related. I mean, can we have some fun without being cynical about it? Because that, for me, that's how I see it. Um, Catholics have become too cynical that uh, all that they wanted to do, all that they wanted in life is to um, expedite their uh, departure in this life and hope for the best that they would enter the pearly gates of heaven. So that's that. Another thing that basically complicates this issue is the creator, Luce's creator, Tokidoki founder and chief artist Simone Legno. This guy is an Italian after all. And let's just say Tokidoki collaborated with the pro rainbow cause or the rainbow alphabet mafia. And you know what? I understand where these traditionalist minded Catholics are coming from. I definitely raise that as a red flag too, of course. But Caravaggio's artwork would be featured alongside Luce and friends at the Vatican's booth at Expo 2025 in Osaka, in Japan. And Japanese, the Japanese, they have anime as one of their flagship cultural uh, traits. So that's that. And the Vatican is just trying to adapt and making sure that they got the memo, so to say. And Caravaggio himself is not really morally upright, for the lack of a better term, because his morals were also questionable during the time of the Renaissance, where he when he lived. So I guess the concept of separating the art from the artist should be applied not only to Caravaggio but also to Luce. So that's that. And you know what? I kind of think that those who are criticizing Luce and and what the Catholic Church has been doing about her and the purpose of why she was created in the first place, uh, these people, the fact that they are criticizing this project, it just goes to show that they are not the target audience after all, because the target audience are young people, whether they are already baptized Catholic when they were babies, or they are interested with Catholicism but they're not yet Catholics. That's the target audience. Okay, I get it. It's infantilizing. It's childish. It's you know, it's it's not something that a Christian would have to sort out with. But you know what? There has been Protestant versions of Luce, Protestant presidents. If I have to emphasize, because you have Superbook, The Flying House, and VeggieTales. I mean, when it comes to animation and faith, Protestants 3, the Holy See, sadly won at this point. But maybe we're gonna even the score in the next few years because of Luce. Either way, while I'm a traditionalist leaning Catholic, I see the Luce project as a good tool to attract younger people to the church and perhaps tradition. I mean, why are these people trying to dismiss this kind of artwork just because it's not their taste? What if the people who admire this kind of artwork are traditionalists themselves? There are uh, there are some who are definitely within my own circle who is like that, who is exactly like that. They are traditional minded Catholics and they like anime. So does that mean that they're not real traditionalists? What is this gatekeeping, right? I mean, that's just uh that's just my take on that. And finally, in conclusion, some traditionalist Catholics developed what, as I said, a hermeneutic of suspicion because of what they see and the uncertainty of Catholic thought in the papacy of Pope Francis. And here's my take. Here's the summary of my take on that. Let kids at heart enjoy it. Because thus saith the Lord, let the children come to me. And with that, I raise a toast to the sensible traditionalist Catholics that I have encountered and have been on not so dismissive about Luce. In particular, Kaloy Palad and Michael Knowles. Yes, Smokey Mike, aka MK Ultra, has given his seal of approval to Luce. So a huge shout out to Michael Knowles, and as well as the two autistic Catholic creators that I have noticed. Both of them named Matthew. The other one is called Catholic on the Spectrum on YouTube and all of the socials, and the other one again is Father Schneider, the autistic priest. So I would like to give a huge shout out to all of them and to all of you who are weebs and otakus who may or may not be Catholics but have been so much enchanted and find Lucha cute. So here's to you, Kampai. I normally say cheers, but yeah, it's it's anime, so it's Japanese. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, uh, gonna go and upload this on YouTube and before I go, I hope that you would like this video, share this around, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Intrepid Ian Reñon, and ring the notification bell by selecting all. Uh, do check out as well Paper Straw Media. I am co-hosting the Paper Straw podcast every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch, 4 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, 8 a.m. UTC, and uh, we have the after the fact recordings on YouTube, uploaded here on YouTube, uh, right after the live podcast on Twitch. So that's that, and I hope that I would see you there, and until then, this is Intrepid Ian Reñon reminding you to at all times be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. And I would like to remind you to look alive, stay alive, be kind to yourself and to each other. Pray for those holy souls in purgatory. For the love of everything that's holy, please pray for those souls in purgatory, especially for those who are no longer remembered. So that's that. And as always, thank you for watching. And from here in Intrepid HQ, happy Hallowtide, and see you next time. Ian out.